Hey everyone, this is Dr. Avent-Holt, and I wanted to just make a quick video for you guys to show you the new syllabus and how I've kind of adjusted things to get us ready for the remaining month or so that we have that'll now have to be online. I know this is not optimal for everyone, and this is a kind of tough time for all of us. Many of us, including myself, are now becoming homeschool teachers for our kids, or having to do a lot more from home than we were expecting. So I want to be understanding of that, and I want you to know that I'm very understanding of that. And we're going to work together to get through the rest of the semester as painlessly as possible, while still getting some of the content and the knowledge and so forth that we were trying to get in class. But I want to show you right now the new syllabus. So I've adjusted the syllabus. I've posted it on D2L for you to take a look at. And so you can see that here I am now on the D2L homepage for our class. If you just go down to the syllabus, you'll now see that there's a syllabus adjusted. And so that's the one that you're going to use. So if you just click on that link, it'll open it up for you. And you can see how I've adjusted. There's a couple of things worth noting here. One is that we were supposed to have debates in the class. So if you can look down in let me go find it real quick. So here you can see right here we were supposed to have policy debates. We're not going to have those policy debates now because that would require us to be in class. So what I'm essentially going to do is take that 10% of your grade, and we'll just apportion that to your participation in the Calarco book discussion that we're going to have next week. So as long as you're participating adequately in that discussion, you should expect to get your 10% from that. But do participate in that discussion for that. So that's grade-wise the only thing that's going to change. In terms of the schedule itself, if we scroll down here, you can see that I've basically taken and moved us into week-long blocks for the next 3 weeks that we have remaining in the semester. So for this first week that we've got coming up, the week of March 30th, we're going to have our discussion about Jessica Calarco's book, Negotiating Opportunities. So you should have read that by this point. I'm assuming that you've made it through that. You should, of course, complete your reading guide in your journals for the book. But the way that I'm structuring this is that there's going to be a question on Tuesday that you'll have to have answered. You can see that in the discussion board on D2L. So you have a question that has to be answered for Thursday, for Tuesday, which is some content knowledge you have to have demonstrated about the book. And then on Wednesday, you're going to answer the next question about that, and that's going to be our real discussion question. And you're really going to relate that, if you remember, to Tammy's story that we watched the last day we were in class. You're going to relate that back to what happened to Tammy's kids. And so you'll watch the updated version of Tammy's story, and then you'll answer the questions that are on there. So that's on the discussion board, so you should be able to guide that. You've got your quiz that I've moved, that is still actually due in the same spot that it was. It'll open that Friday of April the 3rd, and I'll give you all of spring break to do that, to complete that. So it won't be due until the following Monday after spring break, April the 13th. All right. Then I've structured the next 2 weeks for us to basically read and watch videos. So that following week, what we'll see happen is that you will read some stuff on thinking about social policy and how to address inequality. So I've got a video that I will put up on D2L. We've got the same readings as before. I've just compressed them down into that week. So you'll read and then watch the videos for how to think about addressing inequalities, and then you'll think about social policies by reading this set of readings and then watching this policy solutions video, which will guide you through how to think about these policy solutions. Now, these are very important videos because they're going to help you with your equality policy paper, which is the last assignment you'll have in the class. So make sure you take a good look at those readings and the videos attached to them. Do note that you've got your newspaper 2 analysis that will be due the Tuesday after spring break. Again, you'll have all of spring break to do that. And you can go ahead and do that at any point in time now. Take a look back. You have already done one, so make sure that you know what you're doing on that. But I just want to note that assignment due date has now changed to April the 14th. And then you've got your equality policy paper. And I'm going to give you basically this last week of classes just to work on that paper rather than trying to do anything else content-wise. I will post a video outlining those instructions. The instructions are already on D2L, but I'll go ahead and outline a video. I'll give you upload a video where you can watch that, and I'll walk through those instructions just to make sure we're all on the same page. So take that week seriously and really focus in on that last key part of the class, your equality policy proposal. That's going to then, you can see that the due dates now that we have are right there for your reading journal and for the policy evaluation paper. So take a look at those. Make sure you're keeping track on that. Email me if you have any questions. Let's stay in touch with each other. I will also be posting announcements on the D2L homepage. So if you go back to the start page, you can see I will start posting announcements for you to see there, as well as communicating with you through email. And just while I've got you here, if you go to the discussion boards, I don't know if you can see it yet. Up here will populate fairly soon. I've already gotten them written, but they're not posted for you yet. But you can see next week, you'll be able to see those discussion boards and be able to contribute there. Okay, so let me know when you have questions. We'll stay in touch with each other. And I hope that I get a chance to see you guys in the future. For those who are graduating, I am so sorry that this has all happened at the very final moments of your time with us. But please feel free to stop by whenever you're able, when this coronavirus is all said and done, to stop by and say, hey, again, I'd love to see each one of you at some point in the future. And we will stay in touch. Take care.